What if every dog we see were put here just for you and me, but not to satisfy our needs, instead to test our ways and deeds? Encounters that we thought were chance were predetermined in advance, and how we acted at those moments served to judge our soul's components. For something somewhere needs to know, and it decides where souls will go. I know it's hard to comprehend my scenario of man's best friend, that in the end will seal our fate and make some hope it's not too late, while others would be glad to hear this news that brings some people fear. If how we treat a dog in need determines where we go indeed, then those who shared their hearts shall go to Rainbow Bridge, their dog in tow. J. Allen Brandt, the Pitbull Poet.
Hey, hello. Welcome.
What's up,
Once
everybody?
again, I'm Foster Corder.
Hey, Danny Mason.
And welcome to Conversations with a Pitbull TV, radio, internet show. The only show on the internet with more bitches than Howard Stern. Okay, the only internet radio show. Today is April 4th, Stray Animal Day. That's right, we're celebrating Stray Animal Day because we talk about, getting dogs adopted. We talk about getting dogs out of the shelter, and we talk about rescuing. We talk about fostering and all of these other things, and dog fighting and what have you. But you know what? A stray dog, cat, whatever, being on the street, oh man, being on the street as a person is not easy. Imagine being on the street as a dog. That's the ultimate.
Yeah, like you don't even have any thumbs to like hitch any rides or like grab any.
People throwing stuff at you, always about to get hit by a car. No such thing as a warm cot or blanket, and nobody bringing you biscuits. Nobody, bringing the milk by the refrigerator. None of that good stuff. So today is the day that we ask everyone to not only raise your pit bull to the strays of the world, but also if you see one, show a little love, being in the shelter is better than being on the street, I heard a couple of homeless people say that, so I guess that cuts across the lines all the way, man. Today we got a great show. Besides being straight, come on in. Wait a minute. We have walking into the studio, ladies and gentlemen.
Dogs at?
That's right. Now first
Where them dogs at? What's up, baby?
We have the Michael Colyar.
How you
hey,
doing?
buddy. Hey.
I'm gonna roll my chair
Wait,
right over
okay,
here.
wait,
You take the
yes,
puppy.
the star. Look at this.
I'll
Look at
roll
this,
my
ladies and
chair
gentlemen.
right here. Me and my
Oh.
baby chair.
That's right. Looky. We have a puppy in the house. We got a brand new star. Hey, baby. We have a name yet? Diamond. How are you, my dear?
Right there. I'll take it.
How are you, dear?
Have you met my queen?
No.
Oh, this is Foster Corder, the legend.
When he told me he was
Legend
getting
lives.
married and stuff, he's like, he talked about you so well. Now I see why.
Ain't she
On the
something?
surface.
Look at that,
I
we
know
just
you had
got-
to have such a wonderful spirit. Hey, we have, besides having Diamond in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, with us right here, brand new to the world, brand new to California, brand new to Los Angeles, and brand new to Conversations with a Pitbull show. Besides Diamond, we have the world-renowned my best friends, one of the funniest men
Yeah,
on the
that's
planet.
the truth right
a
there.
fellow Chicagoan.
Yeah.
Some of you guys might have first met him like on Star Search.
Wow.
With Ed McMahon when he won that. But he been my boy. He been my homie. He's been a super spirit, man. You will never meet a nicer person. But Michael
He won
Colyar,
that and gave away the cheese too.
Oh,
Look at that.
Ed,
brother, man.
wait. That's right.
Thank
Ed
you.
gave away $50,000.
My hero,
Okay,
man.
and at that time, I remember I didn't have 50 cents in
Me
my
neither.
pocket. Hey, wait a minute. I was just talking about. First of all, let me just say, Michael Colyar and his wife, and I didn't, stupid me, didn't even get to her name.
Fabulous Kelly.
Kelly, hi Kelly. Pleased
the
to meet you,
lovely,
dear. Welcome,
elegant-
welcome.
Pleasure meeting you.
Which
Thank you
is-
for coming.
Hey, now,
Does the fabulous go with the Kelly, or is it just
fabulous goes
or
off.
fabulous Kelly?
Fabulous
Yes.
Kelly.
All right.
Now, yeah.
WrestleMania is this weekend, so you know that's everybody throw their
Making his
nicknames out. You know?
That's right.
That puppy's making a
I
debut
think
over
Dinah
there.
loves the radio.
Oh, Dinah love the radio. She gonna have a lot of radio time around here. Cause we might have to put up another chair over there when you start getting bigger now.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
So first, I wanted to continue to say the one thing about Michael when he won that 50,000, right?
It was more than
Today-
that, right? He gave
It was-
away
100,000.
It's 100,000.
Yeah, he gave
See
away.
that? Oh, I wonder what
You're
happened.
not
to
up on your
that.
Michael Colyar lore like your brother here. You know what I'm saying? Gotta study these brothers.
That's
Go
it.
ahead,
See,
man.
It was 100,000. See, now that's just something. That's a big heart. But the thing that
Thank you.
The thing that right before you walked in, what I was saying is, today, besides being the radio debut of my baby here, look at that. What a guy personality. I can tell already it's gonna be good. Today is, and having you guys in here, today is National Stray Animal Day.
Oh,
So,
wow.
you know, we talk about dogs being adopted and dogs from the shelters.
Stray animals got their own day, dog.
Hey, man, homeless day. That's homeless
hard
dog. Now, you know how hard it is for a human being
To
being
be homeless. Imagine a dog.
Okay. Okay,
Man.
you don't have nothing to eat, nowhere to sleep,
Ain't
no
no
love.
programs for 'em.
No, it's...
At least there's programs
That's
for the
right.
homeless. Ain't no
People-
program for the homeless.
That's
though.
right.
There's a program for Diamond.
That's right. People throw it. Look at, she know her name, boy. Now, that's got to be a lot of love. This dog been in their house
Less than 24
less than
hours.
24 hours,
Yep.
and she answered to her name. Now, you know that when she was, and it wasn't a name
And
she
she
heard.
did all the talking.
It
She
was
been
the love.
screaming all night long.
Yeah.
You know, just
She
screaming.
was crying. She like, oh,
We
man,
barely could sleep.
All night.
Yeah. Oh,
She's
yeah.
so used
That's
to
what
being
she
with
was.
her brothers and
That's right,
sisters
that's
and
right,
people
that's
she
right.
know.
That's right. Oh, now just for all the people out there, Michael, who are sitting there saying, "That's a strange-looking pit bull. That's a big one." What kind of dog is this, Michael?
Miss Kelly, explain what that puppy is. She says it so sweetly.
Diamond is a Cane Corso Neapolitan Mastiff.
I just call him a cane
She's
corso.
gonna be a big.
She said
She's gonna be a
cane
big girl when
She-
she grows up.
Huh?
In
She's
other
gonna be a
words,
big girl.
Oh,
when
she gonna be a
in
big girl.
other words, she is a massive mastiff.
Massive dog.
Yeah.
This dog.
She's gonna be
This dog.
fabulous.
This dog went.
Already carving out
That
her
can't be
spot on
my
the couch.
phone.
I'm sure.
I know my phone is not
She
ready.
owning it.
But so this dog is the dog that when people come to your house, they would say, "Oh, never mind." They ring the,
That's what they
ring
do
the
with the
bell
bull.
and turn
Yeah,
around. Never
yeah.
mind.
You know we have.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
bring
you
these
got
bills
one
back next
already.
week.
Oh yeah, we have a cane corso
We have a
that's
cane
already
corso now.
122 pounds. Thor is magnificent and beautiful. Head bigger than ours, and still keep growing because he's not 2 years old yet.
That's what I was
He
gonna
grows
say.
to
How
that
old
3.
is he at 100?
He's 2, and he is fantastic. and
He's not quite
sweet.
2. He'll be 2 in
Not
June.
quite 2.
Well, you got to bring Thor in here. That you taking?
We gotta bring Thor. Thor don't know how to ride as well.
Okay.
Like this one, we have this
see,
baby riding
That's
in
only
the car
because
right
he needs
away.
practice.
Well,
We
that's
have
what
to
I
just
was gonna
practice.
say. Then you guys at the right spot. We got trainers for days. Y'all got to get hooked up, man. You
Can
can't
we get
have
a free
dog-
trainer? We need a free
Listen,
trainer.
no.
'cause we got
Wait a minute.
plenty of running trainers. Hey,
Hey, come on in if she wants to.
Miss Sharita Herring is here.
I'll tell you this.
Dog lover.
As you know, what we like to say in outside of my radio show and my birth, ain't nothing free. But
Oh,
I get you a barter.
okay.
Okay, I
don't
get
mind
you a
little
barter. You might have
barter
to
is cool.
make a couple of people laugh every now and
Yeah,
then.
they
I'm
throw
gonna
them
go
a couple
to the
jokes, something that
Yeah,
they
go
could
by
use.
their
You know what
house
I'm saying?
and
You know,
and tell the kids some.
I'll go do
You know what I'm
parties for
saying?
them
That's
and
what
then
I'm
they give me
saying.
10 lessons
Because
or
I got
Exactly.
Hey, because I tell you the truth, man, and this is really, my dog is like 6, 7 years old now, right? I'm a fanatic. Every pit bull I had, he been to school, you know. But I say it's nothing better than spending, you know, a month, 2 months, 3 months training your dog that's gonna be with you from 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
It's a no better way when
This
you
one is perfect.
when you walking
this
down the
child
street.
here is so perfect. She
Yeah.
raised our first puppy. There she go.
There she
go.
go. Hey,
She raised our
and she
first
walking.
puppy,
She in
and
the
that
place she
dog
can walk.
is
You can
brilliant.
sit. Yeah.
Our first dog is brilliant. Can do everything.
There you go.
By voice command, we could stop her from running at you or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be able to do that when a dog is that big.
That's right.
You can't grab them.
That's
Our
right.
dog knows exactly
'Cause
what
they'll
we're
grab
saying,
you.
where to go. It's because this woman put all that time into the puppy. You know,
That's
that's
right.
what you got to do. Just put the, they want to learn.
Danny,
These
you-
animals
Yeah,
want
they
to
That's
learn.
right. They want to.
But you just got to spend a little time with
How
them.
long has it been since we had a puppy in this studio?
Man, it's been a minute. I think
right
Robin and them brought
before
through
Christmas,
some
huh?
puppies
Look at her.
before
That's
Christmas or
before
whatever. But
Christmas, man.
you know,
Good old
they're she's ready. You know what I mean?
Hey, baby.
She's like,
Hey, baby.
whose
Hey,
webcam
wait a
to
minute.
be?
Okay,
And
so
and
She's
and
pretty solid, huh?
train
she's
them
very
to-
solid. I'm loving it, man. Let me. Hey, it's okay. It's
And
two
we
things.
train her to guard the house. They gonna
Is that
all-
right?
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
see the hat I wear. See what
Well,
hat
they
say?
should.
Don't call the cops.
I don't call.
Don't call. Oh,
No,
I
no, we
like
got
that.
pistols and dogs.
I
Come in there
like
if you
that.
want
You
to.
should have got
That's
two
on
of
you.
them.
So
Hey,
beware,
two of them.
beware the owner.
That's right. Don't call the car. I like that. So wait a minute. We got to do two things. One, we got a guest online. Gail should be online. I don't have headphones
Gail's
on.
online?
Yeah, but we're gonna say hello to Gail. But we got to bring in Fred Cray from the Pitbull Legal Bulletin to do his segment. Plus, Gail from
Want me to hold that
Missouri.
puppy for you for a minute?
Sure, I'll pass her on for a
Oh,
second
she-
because that's what she wants. She
look
want to
like
go
she-
home.
She
That's it.
Move about a little bit.
And
These are the
we
people
have,
that
we
feed
have
me.
Gail
Hand me
from
over to them.
Mutts N
Mutts N
Stuff
Stuff.
in Missouri.
Mutts N
So
Stuff.
so let me. Is Fred there?
You want to hold her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she is holding on to me.
Hello.
Well, look. It is
Oh yes.
it is a Stray Awareness Day, and
Hold on. Wait a second. I got my headphones plugged in the wrong. They plugged in my phone, and there's somebody here. Hey, hi, Keno. Yeah.
well,
on.
look.
I have to call you back.
You see what kind of organized chaos goes on when we have
Isn't it great?
our wonderful
Everything is in the
friends just
moment.
come visit us.
Everything
I
is
That's
in the
love
right.
it.
moment. That's
You know
just
what I mean?
life should be just in the moment.
See, it's no better way, because because when it's not, when you think you got it figured out, you don't.
You don't.
You know, I kind of lived by this this joke I heard like 20 years ago or something. You know, it said, "How do you make God laugh? Tell him your plans."
That's hilarious.
You know, so
Hey, we
Okay.
got Fred Cray on the line. He's our resident legal specialist. Fred, are you there, buddy?
I think I'm there.
hey, Fred, how
He's
are
like,
you?
I'm not all there, but I'm here.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing well.
Good, good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We do. I don't know if you have picture up or not, but we have Michael Colyar and his.
Oh, that's Fred Cray. Hey, Fred.
You
Look
Hey.
good with all them books behind you.
Yeah, man. That's because I'm a lawyer.
I got a lot of books
These
in
are
my
all my
house too. I
legal
ain't read
books.
none of them.
And we also have Kelly and Diamond, his two queens, and so he's a truly blessed man. Man, he got two queens and two dogs
They
and a
both
wonderful
beautiful.
wife.
Tell us what's going on in the legal world these days, Fred. What's going on, buddy?
Well, the biggest news is that Maryland finally passed their law that overturns the Selesky versus Tracy decision. To make a long story short, a court held that if a landlord rented to a tenant who had a pit bull, that was enough. Just because they had a pit bull, it was inherently dangerous, and as a result, the landlord would be liable for any bite by that dog, no matter how far away from the property it occurred. The legislature, of course, thought that was the most ridiculous decision. And for the last 2 years, they've been trying to overturn it with legislation, but they've been arguing about what level of proof would be required for a dog to be dangerous, which is totally separate from that. So finally, after 2 years, yesterday, the legislature agreed that they would have, a landlord would only be liable if they could prove the dog was vicious without the dog being a pit bull, just totally breed neutral, and that pit bulls are not inherently dangerous, and that if you own a dog and any dog and it bites somebody, that there's a rebuttable presumption that the dog is dangerous, that you have a right to go to court and contest.
Wow.
And is
Now,
that?
do you understand all that?
Yeah, but how do they like? What's the standard? I guess by which, like, say if you did go to court, like, how do they have like some tests that they do to determine like the viciousness, or how does that work?
What happens is your dog bites somebody.
Yeah.
And you go and there's a rebuttable presumption that your dog is vicious. The standard would be that you would say, well, the dog was provoked. You could bring in an expert that would have behaviorally examined the dog to say that the dog was not vicious because he was provoked because of some other reason. I think if somebody was trespassing on your property, that would probably be a defense. But really what it does is it shifts the burden of proof from the government to the dog owner.
Wow.
So when you go into court, you have to prove your dog is not dangerous, as opposed to usually when you go to court, the government has to prove it's dangerous. Exactly. Now, that's actually less strict than a lot of places. Like in Florida, we have strict liability. In other words, if your dog bites somebody, you're liable. That's it. Really? So actually, Maryland is a step below strict liability for dog bites. But the most important thing about it is the case Selesky versus Tracy, the court found that pit bulls are inherently dangerous.
Wow.
And they overturned that finding in this legislation.
How does that affect their? Because I know Maryland is one of those hot spots where they're trying to deal with these breed-specific laws and stuff. Is it affecting the overall law in that area?
No, it doesn't affect. Let's say Prince George County has a breed ban, and that won't affect their breed ban, but it does affect dangerous dog liability and landlord civil liability for dog bites.
Right.
And funny thing about Prince George is they've had a task force that went in that was neutral and basically came to the conclusion that the pit bull ban was not effective, but the government will not change it.
Wow.
Okay, Fred, listen, I want to stop you for 1 second. Well, first of all, because you went too legal for me, and I got dizzy. So what we got to do?
I got it. My brother's a lawyer, so I got half of it.
That's right. Well, actually, my wife's a lawyer. Maybe that's what made me dizzy. I was just like, I've been there, done that.
He's like, but I don't listen to her, so I'm not getting any of this.
But that was great though. But today, Gail in Missouri has something. So I want to combine her segment with yours, if you don't have anything else pressing that you want to get out to America. But because she's
the only thing pressing is that I couldn't make my haircut appointment for the show.
Oh, I noticed that, man. I thought you had been rolling
out. It's out of control, man.
I thought you were rolling around in the grass with the dogs again this morning before you come on, man.
That's his stray look. He's just trying to get down with the stray look.
Yeah.
I see how you do, Fred.
That's right.
There you go.
I'm thinking of going,
He's recognizing National Stray Day.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Hey, did you know today was National Stray Day?
I did, and that's why I'm calling. That's why I'm on your show, because you're straight.
Oh, okay. All right, so Chris, wait a minute. I got to check in though. You met Michael Colyar and Kelly. That's good, but Chris, I got to know because we were supposed to. Did Oprah call?
Oh, he just missed it.
Wait a minute. That's okay though. But Dr.
She had to leave early and go get some potatoes.
Yeah, but Dr. Cosby's coming back, right? But okay, because last week we got stood up by Oprah and Dr. Cosby. Yeah, we've been waiting for Oprah, man. I've been trying to wait for Oprah to call or come by the show, and Chris keeps telling me he's calling her and sending emails. Danny told me he contacted her.
Potatoes. Tell her you're going to have potatoes here when she comes.
Oh, okay, I got potatoes.
Hey, man, the way to get
Oprah
on the show is to talk to Stedman.
We got to talk with Stedman.
Oh, yeah. All right, but see, that's a tough one. Hey, Chris, the heck with Stedman. Call Gail.
Ah,
Gail.
you're going to the source.
We're going to call Gail. All right, so I want to bring, wait a minute, I got to take a commercial. Who's? Gail's here? Oh, Gail, you online?
Yeah, I'm here.
How are you?
I am fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Gail Fay, or is it Fry? Fry, that's what I said.
That's right.
How you doing, Gail?
Close.
Oh, that's right. From Mutts N Stuff. And Gail, you and I were talking yesterday, and my battery died. So I want to tell you sorry for not calling you back. But let's tell everybody what you do with Mutts N Stuff, and then because I want to go full circle and get into the problem that you told me about that I want Fred Cray to chime in on the BSL in Missouri.
Okay.
And just for our new guests who are dog parents, but they're not as into the problems that are going on around the country as us, BSL is breed-specific legislation, which a lot of these counties and cities have tried to make a law where they discriminate against certain dogs, mainly usually pit bulls. Did I explain that right, Mr.
It's not
Legal?
usually the pit bull is bad, it's the owner.
That's right.
That's right. But did I explain that correct, Fred?
Yes, but there are also other dogs that have been banned. They've tried to ban Doberman Pinschers, Chow Chows.
Rottweilers in Missouri.
Usually pretty big dogs.
Yeah, Rottweiler. Oh, yeah. So, Gail, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Tell us about Mutts N Stuff.
Okay. We're a not-for-profit organization located in St. Louis, Missouri, and my husband and I founded the group back in 2000, and we've been rescuing pit bulls for 14 years. We've worked a lot with different bus dogs that came from dogfighting bus, also shelter dogs, and also we try to educate and help people understand that a good dog prevents breed-specific legislation and also good ownership.
Right. And first, because I don't want to go off on a tangent, first tell us and our audience what's the best thing that people could do to help and support Mutts N Stuff, and about your page and stuff. And then I want you to tell us about this specific dog. I want to talk about...
Oh, you want to talk about Faye?
I want to talk about Faye, baby. Okay? So,
okay.
All right. So, first, tell us, how can our audience help Mutts N Stuff?
Our webpage is Mutts, M-U-T-T-S, letter N, Stuff, STUFF.com. And they're welcome to go to our page to read about us and the dogs that we have rescued over the years. And we're always in need of support to help us help the dogs. Our motto is, we try to save the dogs. And we only do that with funds that come in. We've helped blind dogs. We took one dog in whose tongue was cut out because he collapsed during training for dog fighting. And those funds go directly to the dog. We're an all-volunteer organization.
Okay, so let's talk about Faye. Tell us about Faye. I'm just going to try to bring up a picture, and you know, I'm so bad, but I might make it happen. So tell us about Faye and what makes him or her.
It's a female.
Yeah, what makes her so special, and the controversy around her.
Okay. Faye came into the Missouri 500 dogfighting bust from Hannibal, Missouri. When she came in, unfortunately, her lips were removed by a pair of garden shears. Oh, no. She was heavily fought, bred, and after fighting, their lips can abscess, and the undercover agent on the case told us that because they abscess, without anesthetic, cut her lips off and part of her nose. So she came into the shelter, which was managed by Humane Society of Missouri. And our rescue group was pretty much there from ground one until the place that they kept the dogs closed in February. And, you know, we gained a relationship with the dogs, and we were able to help about 60 dogs to leave and not be euthanized. So it was kind of a groundbreaking time after Michael Vick's case that dogs were actually, from a dogfighting bus, were actually being rehabilitated and put out in public. One of the dogs, Faye, we gained a special friendship with, and we went ahead and we pulled her from the Missouri 500 bus. When she came to us, her teeth were starting to rot, and also her jawbone, and that's from her lips being removed and her teeth being exposed, and it was causing heart issues, other problems. So we tried to give her lips back, something just to keep the saliva in her mouth. I won't go into all the medical, but basically that was our goal. During our process of trying to fundraise with her, do you want me to mention the organization?
We would defame anybody on this show.
Go ahead, throw them out there.
That's right.
Unfortunately, HSUS, Humane Society of the United States, went ahead and decided to do a fund drive off of the dog that was in our possession. In Missouri, dogs are considered property. So property was in our possession. We legally had ownership of the dog with our rescue group, and we were working on various issues with medical conditions that she had. They falsely went on and said that Faye was adopted in her wonderful home, and we're raising all this money to help Faye. Well, I was a little caught off guard because I'm sitting there thinking, excuse me, that dog is in my home under my desk. I've been changing her bandages. I've been taking care of her, and she's with a rescue group. She has not been adopted. So then there was a quite bit of a cry out saying, you know, HSUS, you did lie, and this is not what happened. And they came back to me and said, oh, well, you know, you should let us use her image just to help promote, you know, our cause. And I'm like, I'm against your cause. For years, you have been against the American Pit Bull Terrier. You're the ones who wrote the beginning stages of breed bans. And you want me to use a dog in my home to support your agenda? Absolutely not.
Wow.
Well, I'm a little person in Missouri who, you know, obviously doesn't know much. And pretty much it was kind of like Wayne Pacelli was like, screw you, bitch. We're going to do it. So they decided to pacify me, and they did send us $5,000 out of I heard it was over 1.2 or 1.4 million they raised off the image of Faye.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was really kind of disturbing. Again, we're a small group. We're not, you know, we're all volunteer. And with Faye, we had projects that we were hoping we could get off the ground. One of them was building a house where we could take dogs from dogfighting bus, transition them through until they could go to a home. Because we found out when we worked with the Stoddard County dogs that a lot of these dogs, they can't just go right into a home. An example is a dog we took. His name is Smiles. And we brought Smiles in the house, and my husband was rooting on his favorite football team, and all of a sudden, Smiles just shut down, started shaking like a leaf. We were looking at him like, what's wrong, buddy? It dawned on us. The cheering, the echoing of the magnaphone or the speakers in the TV, it triggered him going back to the dog fights. And that's when we learned, okay, we got to take it slow. Just for everybody's knowledge, Smiley did go on to be a canine good citizen. He is also a therapy dog, and also he's a dog I use to test other dogs. He's my neutral dog. So it was really disturbing to us.
How is Faye doing like now? Like what?
Faye passed away.
Man.
Yeah, Faye did pass away.
Oh, man.
It was very heart-wrenching
But people
for
can
us here. But
it ain't easy living without lips.
Yeah, I mean, you go on the front line like doing that for those dogs, and you run up against a large organization or like the powers that be, and sometimes a good fight is the hard fight. But it's just admirable to hear that you stick it out like that and represent for these dogs. It's just so horrible to see that kind of viciousness, being directed towards animals, and it's so hard to conceive of. But I think the work that you do and that effort is admirable. It's admirable to say the least, and it's like keep running up the hill and stuff, keep pushing that sled up. I think we'll reach a tipping point sooner than later, especially hearing some of these victories that are being made in the court system with what Fred is talking about. I think every little bit helps. But
see what I wanted to ask, and I'm sorry, Danny, cut you out. I just wanted to, now that Fred has heard that situation and what happened, and the case is behind us, and all that, and it's over, and the dog is dead. But Fred, have you heard of anything like that, really briefly?
Well, I've heard of cases where people have donated money for particular causes, and when the donation is not used for that, the donator can sue the organization for making sure that the donation is used the way they intended it. And the other question is whether or not who has the right to the image of that dog. And I don't know enough about the facts of the case to really say in this instance. She may have had ownership of the dog at a particular time. The picture may have been taken before that. It's the kind of thing that you'd have to really dig into it to get to know whether or not what they did was improper or not.
It was unethical.
Well, I think the bottom line is that there's legal liability, and then there's moral issues involved. And there are a lot of people that are not happy with HSUS in the pit bull community, because prior to the Vic case, they were people that felt that fighting dogs should be euthanized. And they've also complained about the fact that the organization takes in a lot of money, and a lot of that money is spent on salaries and other things that could be spent on the dogs. Having said that, they do a lot of legislative lobbying for dogs, and that's something that they're big and they're successful at.
But they're also against dogs, because one of their representatives, Desiree Bender, went ahead and sent to me HSUS's stand on promoting breed-specific legislation, because under their theory, they felt that if you do not have a pit bull in what they considered dangerous areas, the dogs would be safe. Well, I'm sorry, but I own 5 pit bulls, and I do not live in a dangerous area, and I find it a little bit stereotyping and labeling whoever owns a pit bull. In fact, Mall in Missouri went on to say only thugs own pit bulls in Missouri, which I found extremely offensive.
Oh, I agree with that. I mean, I think that the bottom line is that I've testified in front of some legislatures and some city councils where their sole basis for passing a pit bull law is, and this is the kind of language they use, is we need this law to get the bad guys. And that's a way of saying we want to be able to go and have probable cause to hassle people we don't like, and get into their homes and get near them and search them. And that's not a rational basis to protect the public from dangerous dogs. That has nothing to do with the dog. It has to do with the dog owners. So
I just want you guys,
that is an improper use of a ban or reason for a ban.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a reason for a ban, period, because bans haven't been shown to
right now,
reduce overall dog bites. Because generally what happens is you have a set amount of resources, and when you have 100% of resources and you take 20% to deal with pit bulls, now you only have 80% left to deal with dangerous dogs. And generally, when that happens, overall dog bites go up.
Yeah, I mean, the issues are so complex. It's just, it's just Chris brought up a picture of Faye just so you guys could see. We've been trying to get this picture up, but I mean, just
it's sad.
You know, it's just so sad and horrible. And in these stories, I mean, there's hundreds and thousands of these type of stories, and it gets right to the
not
core.
When it cut your lip off.
Hey, but it gets
sad.
right to the core.
Right.
I mean, when we had what was it? EJ came in like a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about some very
with
vicious,
his baby with 3 legs.
you know, just the type of stuff that's done to these animals. And if this stuff doesn't get you, you know, compelled to do some type of action, you know, I think trying to do it without the intense emotion is what is a struggle for most of us that have a moral compass. But I wanted to thank,
coming?
but I just want to thank Gail for joining us. Gail, tell them quickly where they can get at you on your Facebook or your website so that they can send some support your way.
Okay. They can reach us on Facebook, become one of our friends at Mutts, MUTTS, the hyphen, letter N, stuff, or our website, which is www.muttsnstuff.com.
I have a question really quickly, Gail. I just wonder, was anyone ever prosecuted for the abuse to Faye?
Mainly the whole Missouri 500 actually started off of the Stoddard County, which was actually a drug bust.
Wow.
From that, it went ahead and escalated into a 5-state dogfighting bust. And yes, some people were prosecuted. The man that had Faye, he went to prison for 18 months.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Did they cut his lips off?
Yeah, really.
I wish.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Well, he's gonna wind up in some episode of Breeder X, I'm sure,
Yeah.
because these type of dudes need to get dealt with.
But I bet he's really looking over his back when he drops that soap in the shower, right?
Oh wow!
Talk about doggy style.
I don't think he thought anybody would
Put a
hurt
new
him.
twist
He
on doggy
was a
style.
cocky little guy.
Well, look, let's Chris, you want to pay some bills real quick? Let's pay some bills, and
right.
we're gonna come right back with our good friends
Michael
Collier
Collier.
and
Thanks, Gail,
Fabulous
for all
Kelly.
that you
Thank you,
do.
Kelly, so much. I mean, thank you,
Gail.
Gail, so
Thank you,
much.
Gail.
Mutts and stuff,
Thank you.
everybody, and Gail, we'll talk because
Hey,
you
Gail,
got to come
contact
back.
me if you need some help with breed-specific legislation in Missouri.
Yeah, right.
That's what I was gonna say.
Sick Fred on him. That's a
Okay,
woof.
because wait a minute,
Right.
we didn't get a chance to discuss that. But Gail, look
Yeah.
Fred up, and Fred will contact you because he's the ton of. I mean, you know, I got thrown off today. Oprah didn't show up, and that always upsets me. You guys know how that happens. And Dr. Cosby's out at some dog show somewhere in Westminster, I bet you. And so, but Michael Collier and his wife showed up, and that makes my heart really warm.
Next week, Lucille Ball is coming.
That's right. And Shirley Hempfield.
Yes.
But the main thing is this.
Let's pay some
You
bills.
guys get in touch, okay? Because Fred can help you, okay?
We're gonna pay some bills, and we'll be right back. You guys are watching Conversation with a Pitbull Live. You're watching Conversations with a Pitbull Live, a show about dogs, the people that love them, and real issues. Brought to you by Pitbull Energy Drink. Available in a wide variety of flavors, guaranteed no aftertaste. CWAPB Live will be right back after this dog fact of the day. The best dog to reportedly attract a date is a golden retriever. The worst is a pit bull. Please support your local rescue groups. They do more to support your community than any others. You're watching Conversations with a Pitbull Live, a show about dogs, the people that love them, and real issues. Brought to you by Pitbull Energy Drink. Available in a wide variety of flavors.
Wow.
All right, we're back. Conversation with a Pit Bull live. Man, you see how spirited the conversations get in here, man. That stuff, the stuff Gail was talking about is just.
That's
right. I mean, just seeing that picture, it's like how like the power of visuals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like you see a dog, like I can't even imagine a dog with no lips. Like it makes you just want to make me want to become like a vigilante.
The power of the visual for people who have great hearts, but the power of the visual for people to make money from something that's such a pitiful scene. And rather than to find a way to try to help her.
That's pit bull pimping.
Oh, yeah. That's pit bull. That's right.
Sad.
That's it. Well, we're not even going to go into, a lot of these major organizations because actually that's what got me into, besides seeing pit bulls' reputation and stuff get tarnished for so long because I had the dogs for, 35 years and I saw how things change. But these major organizations who have people donating money every month, $20, $10, $8, and they have millions of people donating. And you see the commercials come on at 2 o'clock in the morning. And what do? You say, all right, time, I gotta go to the bathroom. Or you go to the refrigerator or you change the channel. But some people across America, they sign up for that and they donate that money, and these people are making gazillion dollars. And when you look, like I did, do the research and see the organizations, the rescues, the people that are on the ground floor who really could use that money, and that money doesn't trickle down to them. I said, I want to get involved and try to help. So we'll do a whole nother show on that. But
support your local rescue groups, your local animal shelters, the people that you see in your local community that are doing the stuff with limited or no resources at all, because those people, their moral compass is in the right place, and they can really, really use your help. And that's not to say like abandon like the larger organizations, because like Fred was saying, like some of them do some things in the community that do help, but. Let's talk to our guests real quick, man. Like,
okay,
is that cool with you, Mike? What are you up to, brother, man?
I brought Puppy.
Yeah. Where'd you find
killer
Diamond?
right here? Well, she was a stray, and since we figured it's National Stray Day, we thought we'd bring our stray on up in here, get some stray-isms going. No, this puppy was bred in St. Louis. Her name is Diamond, and she's just gorgeous and sweet. And, she's new to the family. She's been with us less than 24 hours, so she's still a little jittery.
That's right.
Still getting her bearings, but she's in a house of love. And you shouldn't have a pet unless you're going to love your pet. Don't get pets to use them to fight with. Don't get them, just because you want to have a dog in the yard to scare people. You need to love that dog up for real. Take care of that animal. If you're not going to do it, don't get no dog. Just get a mean spouse. Put a little chain on her. Let her look out the window every now and then, scare away the burglars. But
people tend to want to get rid of their dogs when the cuteness puppyism goes away.
Yeah,
that's right.
Do you have any dog jokes that you could lace us with?
I don't have no dog jokes. I should have thought of that. I didn't think about it. Mama, do we have any dog jokes? I can't think of no doggy jokes.
The closest dog joke that I can think of is, why did Snoop Dogg have an umbrella?
That's a good dog. Why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella?
For the drizzle, my nizzle.
Love right there.
I only know one. I don't know. Well, I think I know two jokes, but they're both suck. Like one was my dad used to say. He said, "What did the dog say when he sat on the sandpaper?"
What?
Rough.
Oh, I got a doggy joke. So these two drunks were sitting at the bar, and they looked over and saw this dog licking his private parts. And one of the drunks said, "Man, I sure wish I could do that." And the other one said, "Well, if you pet him and talk to him nice, maybe he'll let you." Look, she loves that. Look at her slamming her hand. That's a killer right
hilarious.
There. That rocks.
The only other joke that I know, which is a dad as well, but it says, "What type of dog does Dracula have?"
What kind?
A bloodhound.
A bloodhound.
So wait a minute, I gotta say this just for our audience out there, because the new show that the new show that I'm doing is called what?
Breeder X.
Okay,
Dun, dun, dun,
now, that's right.
Our audience's name is Fred.
That's
by the
right, and exactly. And the one thing that our character Jack Bellamy is all about is dog fighting, breeding, and because I'm just dizzy right now because
treating animals poorly.
That's right.
He's against that.
Going after the fools that cutting off lips.
And Michael, you and Kelly don't know this, but our audience out there, it's a lot of people right now that are freaking out, right? They're like, what? He bought that dog. He got the dog from a breeder. He didn't go to a shelter. He didn't rescue that. But we all have to understand, and everybody knows, and that's one of the things that we talked about all the time. There are responsible breeders out there, and we are never going to say stop all dog breeding because you know what? They'd all go away. Okay, what we're against.
And can I say this? Ain't none of your damn business where I get my dog from. How about that, viewer? Okay, I got to raise this dog. Long as I raise this dog with love, it ain't about where he come from. It's where he's going to. It's where he's gonna be. What kind of wonderful life he gonna have? Because even dog breeders, be they vicious and wicked beings, they have animals too, and those animals need love, and we can't treat the animals without love just because the breeders ain't shit.
Oh no, but understand. No, see that's the thing that we're not lumping everybody into one category. There are responsible breeders. There are people.
Oh, well, I didn't get this from no irresponsible breeder.
That's what I'm saying.
I got this from a good breeder.
That's
Jonell is an amazing human being.
That's
and if you saw his story, his life story, you'd want to be involved with him in whatever he's doing. And so all these animals he had, and he gave me this puppy because he wanted this puppy to be in a good home. You know, he could have got anywhere from $3 to $4 grand for this dog.
Right.
And he gave it to me because he know this is the house of love. We got another puppy that's in there to be treated with love because this woman is the queen of animals.
There you go.
She know how to raise them with love and kindness and patience, and that's why this puppy is with us.
That's
don't be calling
Not
him
too many things as good as a new puppy, man.
And we got a show on this network too. I think I want to mention before we run out of time.
That's right.
The Michael Collier morning show. I get up late. That come on 3 o'clock in the afternoon every Monday, right here on this station, rmconlive.com. Have your mama and them and Pookie and little run tune in because it's off the chain. And this week, we got Ernie Thomas is our guest. Ernest Thomas from What's Happening Now. And we have LaVan Davis from what is the show? House of Pain. He was the brother, played the father. He's a heck of a vocalist, and he's in a new play with us that we're taking to Broadway called Car Wash the Movie. We're doing it as a musical for Broadway, and he has a lead in there and steals the show. And also, what's the guy's name from The Closer and from what's his name?
Don Cheadle.
I can't think his name off the top of my head. I'm mad about that because he's fantastic, and his cousin is Lou Gossett. So his name is what Gossett? What's his first name?
Don Cheadle Gossett.
Not Don Gossett. Yeah. No. But anyway, he's a fantastic actor from The Closer. So it's going to be a great show. That's 3 p.m. this Monday. Make sure you tune in. And if you miss us, then just go to YouTube and plug in rmconlive.com and pull up Michael Collier. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, now, last thing, because I got to go. I got to bring Paula on so we can get
Paula
some of these,
coming? I didn't know Paula was here.
So we can get some of these dogs adopted. But Michael, for those of you who've never seen this guy live, if you in trouble, you need to take your wife out and you did something and you want her to laugh so hard that she just forget all about what you did. You need to see when Michael Collier live somewhere around the country.
To see me live, you can see me this Sunday at the Laugh Factory. It's called Chocolate Sunday. It's 2 shows, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. You have 2 opportunities to miss me.
What city
I'm be
is that?
so funny. I wish I was in the audience watching me. That's in Hollywood, California, Sunset Boulevard.
Are you got any dates coming up around the country?
Everywhere. We're going to be in Detroit. When is that?
Okay.
Detroit is May 17th.
Michael, tell them how they can get your schedule.
Just go to my email. You can go to Comic King 123 because I don't know how they had a show called The Kings of Comedy without the King. So Comic King 123 at AOL.com. We can give you all that information, or you can download my app with free. That's right. There's a free Michael Collier app. You just go to The Real Michael Collier and download that puppy. It'll tell you everywhere I am.
Man. Wait a minute, and that's therealmichaelcollier.com.
Yes, and that's
that's your website.
COLYAR. That's my website,
So your
but it's
schedule is
also
on
my
there.
app.
We'll be getting his schedule on his
on my app as well.
Website,
Okay, all right. So yeah, guys, I'm telling you.
They got this brother not doing any commercials for this stuff. He could sell water to a whale.
Well, wait a minute, though. That was part. Thank you, Dan. We got an announcement. Michael and I and you, and the Pitbull Energy Drink folks. We're going to hook up. You know that movie we've been trying to make for 2 years?
We're going to finally get that thing done.
We're going to make that done. But it's going to be a twist, okay? Because, Fred, I think I talked to you about this after me and Michael talked about it. I wrote the movie as a straight hardcore drama because it's a serious subject. And Michael said, Foster, this is great. But you know what? We got to make people laugh. That's what I do. And so we're making it a comedy.
As a comedy, it's going to be brilliant.
We're going to have a good time.
And it'll still tell the story.
We're going to tell the story.
Still get the message out.
Well, you know what? Anybody else walk up to, a filmmaker and say, well, we want to do this, but we don't want to make it a high rise. We're going to do it in the basement.
Oh,
you go like...
in the presence of genius, say, right. Hey, man, that doesn't make sense. That's stupid. It's like, hey, Michelangelo, I don't really like your brush strokes.
Exactly.
You got to listen to them brothers.
For being here today, too. This is the fabulous Kelly who gives my heart something extra to thrive about, and I can walk on water and make all things happen because I got her and God. So it's rock and roll.
Well, let's hit up Paula Archer.
Let's get Paula in here.
Try to get some of these dogs
adopted.
Hi, Paula. Hey, Paula, how you doing?
Hey, baby.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. I'm sorry we're a little bit thrown off our normal schedule because we got a unnormal dog. We got a unique dog. Most people don't even get to see these puppies.
So let's see what dogs we have available that need our help today.
Okay, I'm ready.
Go.
First up, we have a volunteer favorite. Champ is a 3-year-old male, super adorable, blue with white pit bull terrier.
Oh, cute.
He is a
beautiful
cute little rider. He came from North Central LA City Shelter on November 5th. He was wearing a collar, but no owner came for him. His tail is nonstop wagging. He gives kisses. He seems wonderful with other dogs. He leans into you for love, and he is so super sweet. We think he would make a great family dog. Did I mention that he's a volunteer favorite? And he's adorable. All North Central animals come spayed and neutered, microchipped, and current on all their shots. That includes rabies. North Central Shelter is in Los Angeles, and you can give them a call at 23485-5767.
I'll put the microchip in my next kid.
Gets so much attention, so much interest, yet others seem barely noticed.
Do you have, Paula, do you have your speakers up?
Yes.
We're getting feedback, I think.
Let me check something here.
I think, right? Yeah. Turn your speakers down. Okay.
Okay, let's try that.
Yeah, go ahead. Who's the next dog?
Okay, next up we have Rico. Rico is one of those I've noticed. People have asked to meet him from time to time. They act interested, yet they never return with an application to adopt him. Rico is starting to wonder, do people think he's old? He's only 6. Is it the breed thing? He's part pit bull. So what? He is one of the most loving dogs you will ever meet. Rico is so well behaved and so polite. He gets along with most dogs, but would prefer a home with no cats. Rico loves people of all ages. He looks at us sometimes with sad eyes as if he's asking if it will ever be his turn to go to a wonderful new home. He has been waiting 10 long months now, and we think it should be Rico's turn. Please give him a chance. He's located at Popcorn Park Animal Shelter in Fort River, New Jersey. They are open 7 days a week, and you can give them a call at 609-693-1900. Next up, I have Puddinhead. Puddinhead is a 2-year-old American bully living the good life in Austin, Texas. She is up to date on shots and microchipped. Her spay date is Tuesday. She loves people and being close by your side. She is good with other dogs, and it is fun to see her play with them. We are still learning more about her on a daily basis as she is pretty new to the organization. But so far, she has been a gem. Puddinhead is available for meet and greets on Saturdays at our adoption events. For more information on Puddinhead, please email don'tbullymerescue@don'tbullymerescuetexas.org. Next up, we have Patches. Patches is a young male, around a year old. He is brindle and white with the perfect patch over his eye. He is very active and loves to play. He absolutely adores kids. He does all right with other dogs, but has not been cat tested. He is the perfect pup to add to your active summer life. For more information on Patches, the California City Animal Shelter's number is 760-373-1115, and they are open daily from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And next we have gorgeous Mia. Mia is a mama who has been wandering a while. Her neighbors said her family moved out of the area and just up and left her to die on the streets. Now she could lose her life at the shelter if someone doesn't step up and take her home to be their very own. She has been overbred and neglected. She is stunning and so, so sweet. Please help save this abandoned girl. She is located at the California City Animal Shelter. And again, their number is 760-373-1115, and the shelter is open daily. Last, this week we have Pearl. Pearl's been on our show for a few weeks now. She is missing. This is a lost dog alert. She went missing on 11/3/13 from Beasley, California. She was involved in an auto accident off of the 99 freeway. Pearl was scared and she ran from the scene. If you spot her, you can call 714-576-6087, or for more information, go to the Facebook page, Help Find Pearl. Let's all pitch in and bring Pearl home safe. Keep an eye out for her and call the number if you spot her. Yes. And that's all I have this week, guys.
Thank you so much, Paula.
Okay.
That's
all right.
beautiful,
If you guys didn't get all that information, make sure you visit Paula on Facebook at Pause Pit Parade, and she'll give you all the info if you missed it going out live.
That's right. And so, as they used to say on one of my favorite shows, now it's time to say goodbye to all our family. CWAPB.
Hey, you guys are watching Conversation with a Pitbull Live. We want to thank Fred Cray for tuning in, and thank our guest Gail at Mutts N Stuff. We also want to thank our in-studio guest Michael Colyar and his beautiful wife for coming in. Thank you, Chris, for running the boards. And
where's my baby at? Where's my baby?
And Diamond. And thank all of you guys for tuning in, because the show isn't what it is without you guys. So please go to Foster's Animal World on YouTube. Go to Foster's Animal World on YouTube and subscribe. Make sure you tune in and watch Michael Colyar's show here on RMC Live. And also, if you got a chance, you're in the LA area, make sure you go down to Chocolate Sundays at the Laugh Factory and see this brother, man. You'll be blessed with some serious comedy. But all you got to do is just Google that name, Michael Colyar. You get a whole bunch of wonderful laughing, belly scratching humor and stuff.
Don't forget to drink Pit Bull.
That's right. And you know what we're going to do? After we, after we go off camera, we're going to be doing auditions, because we're going to see if this baby can sing.
That's right.
We're going over to Roscoe's.
That's right.
Chicken.
I'm a pit bull. Can you say, how about
Peace, guys. Till the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm a pit bull, and I approve this message.